somewhere we have lost the wherewithal to be able to apprehend, to go in and to capture the day that the Lord has made for us. My day may not be your day, but this day, you have to find your day. It is the day that the Lord has made, and we will rejoice because we have discovered and we have reached out and apprehended that day. When there's no thought, there is no praise, there is no thanks, there is no reverence to God. I knew there was something very unique about the way that she gazed at me. And so, as me and her daughter conversed, I was challenged by her remarks, her comments to me about how lazy I was. So, as I woke from this dream, I was heavily disturbed. And I was pondering what the dream meant. I knew it wasn't a regular dream. I knew that somebody was trying to get something to me. I've done way more than most people that have retired at retirement age. And I said, I'm tired. And if I feel like I don't want to work, then I don't want to get up and work. You have become lazy in your vigilance, your watch. Your watch for yourself, your watch for your family, your watch for your community, your watch for your soul. God was saying to me is that I'm requiring you to do more now. I need you to go back to the old landmark because I want to show you a new you, a new me, a new revelation. We have to be mindful of the cross. We have to be mindful of Jesus at all times. We have to be in tune with where Jesus is. Watch and pray to understand, to be vigilant. It says here because of temptation. Watch because of temptation that you don't fall into it. It says, for the spirit is willing, but the flesh is weak. We've become so involved with the cares of the world that we ignore the spirit. The spirit is willing. The spirit wants to bring you into a place where we are to apprehend the day that the Lord has made. These kind come only by prayer and fasting. We're living in a time where we're getting ready to deal with these kind. It's a these kind era that we are in. There is a kind of devil that is loose, that is demanding prayer and fasting. Devils of identity, devils of recognition, devils of manipulation, devils of witchcraft, devils of ancestral bloodline covenants, devils of alcoholism, drugs, devils of poverty, devils of low self-esteem, devils of sickness, devils of premature death, devils of mental illness, devils of autoimmune deficiencies. The only way that we can get to the bottom of it and get resolution is by prayer and fasting. You can have the best defense ever in the whole world, but if you don't put points on the board, you will still not win the game. You need to be in understanding and knowledge with who you are, what happened to me, where did I come from. You've got to discover your lamb, because your lamb is the one that's going to save you. Understanding the ways of the enemy and guarding, deflecting, defending, and destroying the strategy, ultimately destroying the strategy. You got to come out of your slumber. That's what he meant by laziness. Why? Because he's sowing tares amongst your field, and you don't even know, and you wake up and you're trying to figure out what just happened, what's going on around me. You got to be intentional. What am I doing? What for? What is my purpose? Why am I doing this? Right. It's a time where you give up. It's a time when you got your guards down, and it is the time when witches come out. It's a time when the freaks come out at night. It's a time when the most devious things are going on. You need to carve out, whether it be 5 minutes, an hour of this time, you need to be before God praying. And you need to discipline yourself. We got to fast intentional with purpose, with understanding, with a revelation, with education. And we got to pray the same way. You pray and you fast until you get a breakthrough. Some breakthroughs going to come in 40 days. Some going to come in 80 days. Some going to take a whole year. But most of us are still defeated. So we still don't know what time it is. We still don't know how to warfare. We got our kids in prison, male and female. They sick. They dealing with mental illness, autistic, all types of things that Down syndrome, all these types of things, and you don't even know where they're coming from. And it's a bloodline connection. And so we got all these saved people that's in the church that's full of demons. Full of demons. Full of them. But we children of God. I ain't trying to beat you up. Not really. I'm trying to help us get delivered. You have to become more knowing. You have to have more understanding and more revelation. Because God the same today, yesterday, and forevermore. Yesterday, today, and forevermore. He the same. But you ain't. You got to catch up with a God that is not in time.